all the people around me in the projects I grew up in, they was like, nigga, you rapping? Like, that's corny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we getting money. Yeah. That's what everybody was on. So I kind of was like outcasted a little bit. I wasn't doing the norm. And then now, 20-something, 30 years later, all the dope dealers want to rap. Yeah. Right? Like, all the dope dealers is rappers now. Rapping is the coolest shit in the world. So I was a little, I guess, ahead of the game a little bit on that. So.
I mean, but you have to. I think that's the beautiful thing about your journey is like you went from the outcast and now you at the top of your game. Like, you're probably gonna go higher, but. Welcome to the Wonderland Effect. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here since day one, thank you for being A1. I said that wrong, huh? If you've been here since day one, thank you for being A1. As always, please like, share, comment, subscribe, because the channel is nothing without you. And I do have a very special guest, so without further ado, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Big Rich, San Francisco, California.
I think there's so many things that you do. Where do we want to start? Okay, so how are you?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm
stressed?
Yes, yes. I think that's a daily thing right there. Yeah. But a little stressed, a little overwhelmed, happy, frustrated, excited, motivated, all them different emotions in one.
That's a lot. Yeah. You give a lot of positivity. I love that. So how does it feel to be you?
Good question. I don't think I've ever been asked that. It feels, all depends on the day. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel great that I'm able to do what I love to do, right? Like just run my own businesses, work for myself. Pretty much most of my life I've always worked for myself, which is cool, but also I'm able to help people create platforms and help them navigate through this crazy ass world. Try to be for others what I always needed and wanted for myself. You know what I'm saying? So until I find that or found that, I found it in different ways, but my mission is always to kind of help other people pursue what they're trying to do. So I love that I'm able to actually do that in real life and make a living off of it. So it's gratifying.
It's amazing what you guys do.
Thank you.
What in your childhood made you propel to this level that you're at?
I think my mom, my parents just was like, the role that I play and that we play, my whole team, the role that we play in our people's lives was the role that my parents played in all of their friends' lives, right? Like they were the one that everyone can count on. You know what I'm saying? Their home was open for all of our cousins and play cousins and extended family members. If they needed a place to stay, they'd come stay with us, and we all have to shack up and stuff. So I just think it kind of just is in me. I think I get it mostly from my mom, and my dad kind of just had her back so much, so I just get it from them too.
I feel like that's a great environment. That's probably why you guys are so knit.
Yeah,
tight.
Real family oriented. Really like on some us against the world, but in a good way though.
Yeah,
like we got each other type stuff.
That's how it needs to be though, especially in the entertainment industry, because a lot of things are not as authentic as they are portrayed.
Nah, not at all. And I mean, shit. Even sometimes we get caught up in. Sometimes people or entities don't even really believe that we're genuine, right? I think after 15 years of just doing the community side of the work, I think people understand that we serious now. Like we dedicated damn near a third of my life to this, right? So, but sometimes the skeptical for the point that you made is usually not a genuine situation coming up in this industry. So, yeah.
But I mean, like the force that you guys have built all together, even going back as far as, curating the youth you guys have with Project Level.
Yeah.
That's admirable because the kids growing up, like at my age, we didn't have places like that.
Right.
You're told to pick up a backpack, pick up a book, and go to school, and even those times, kids like me especially, I would be like, I don't have fun at school.
Yeah.
I'm good at school, but I don't like school. So it took me all the way to this age, but you guys get them when they're so much younger.
Right.
How does that make you feel?
That was everything. That's really the mission behind it, because as we were navigating through and even when I approached Danielle about creating the school, she was like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, because I started so young, and it kind of, I always say it saved my life, right? It gave me a healthy distraction from all of the stuff that I still feel I lived a fulfilling childhood, and I explored, and I messed up, and I did good. I did all of that, but music was always like my safe place. You know what I mean? So we wanted to start that earlier for the youth, and kind of get them going so they can grow into it. And then like we always knew it to be a 10 to 15 year investment plan, and it's kind of right on track as far as like now, like some of the kids that came in at 13 and seeing what they're doing now at 25, it's like we right on the track that we wanted it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it really is a part of them. They don't really, outside of school and family and other things, like they're so embedded into what, you know, what they're doing with their careers. It's like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
And then you guys give them that support system. So even when they are floating around and y'all are relevant,
Right,
like not even out of the picture, you guys are still in the mainstream.
Yes.
And you guys are able to support them through this because you guys have actors, artists, like it's such a wide range, but for them to have that comfort zone to come back to and be like, you know, Unc, like I need help. Like, how would you do this? And then even your own kids are involved. It's like that. You guys are one big family.
Right. And that was like, that was a motivational piece for us too, to remain and grow, right? Remain relevant and grow beyond that, because we didn't want to be those old dinosaurs trying to tell them how to do it if we not still out there doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that, like, we kind of pushed each other. They pushed us and we pushed them, and it's a perfect blend.
You doing Project Level, how has this impacted your fatherhood?
It kind of was like a preview to what to expect, right? It's like, and when I say raising so many youngsters into teenagers, into young adults, I kind of already knew how it would be when our two oldest grew up, and it's right on track. I think with them though, because it's in them, and it's like it's embedded in them, but also in certain ways we did a overly good job as far as like sheltering them and keeping them in a good position. I am excited about what's to come for them though, as far as like, okay, it's time to really get out there into the big world without that shelter. It's good to have like parents, you know, that's connected, and everywhere they go, they're kind of, you know, important people because of not only because of their parents, so they put in the work as well, but it's a good thing to experience. But then I love that I was the underdog my whole life, and I had to grind it out because it made me sharp, it made me hungry. You know what I mean? So yeah, as they continue to grow up and get into the big world, they're gonna go through those trials and tribulations, and I'm excited to help them through that too.
Do you think your kids have adapted to your work ethic?
To a degree. I think they understand for sure what it takes. I think for them now is like finding what is their purpose now that they're grown, right? When BB was dancing and she was a youngster, she was she was so advanced as a creative person, over her friends and her classmates. It was very simple. She knew what she was doing. But now that she's 18 and it ain't the teeny bopper stuff no more. It's like real, real life stuff. And she necessarily didn't go through some of the stuff that our female rappers is talking about right now, right? So it's like she'll be lying a little bit if she started rapping like who's hot today. I don't want to name none of the female rappers because it's no knock on them.
It's their artistry.
Yeah, they went through their life. That's their experiences. So she's trying to find her way. Alani has always been, that's our oldest. Alani has always been more business minded and grinding in that way. So I'm excited to see what she's gonna do creatively and professionally with those skill sets too. You know what I mean? And Gigi just she's everything at this point. She got it all. I can't wait to see her grow up. So, but I can't. I'm gonna enjoy it this time because with the first two, it was kind of a blur.
You guys were still working.
Yeah, we was working and shit. So.
Do you ever mentor the parents of these kids? Like, do they ever come to you guys for advice? Because I would. I'd be like, what am I supposed to do with this kid, y'all?
Yeah, nah, they actually do. And we, over the years, I say probably about 15, 20 of them, we grew closer relationships with them and kind of helped them through it. And they see it, though. They know, they understand why the stress is there. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, damn. Like, like, commitment is a real thing. I'm real big on, if you commit to something, I'm real big on seeing that through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like sometimes it's real easy to kind of like, all right, well, this ain't working out, so let me just adjust and try something different. And that meme that used to be on Instagram years ago with the dude that was like going through the rock and then the diamond was like right there, and if he just would have kept chipping away, he would have got to the diamond.
Yep.
That's how I feel. Like that'd be like my carrot that's in front of me that keep me going. Because if you just keep going, eventually you're gonna hit your mark. You got to just stay consistent, and you got to really fall in love with the process. That's what I always talk about. Just like go through the ups and downs, and eventually what you aiming for is gonna happen. You just got to see it through.
I love that.
But
okay,
everyone isn't willing to sacrifice so much, right? Like I lost out on a lot of memories that I could have had. I don't know if it was better or not yet. We'll find that out one day. But I sacrificed a lot to do what I'm doing too. I missed out on a lot of shit too. But I don't have no regrets, you know.
Well, see, like right now I'm at early 30s, so I'm at that pivotal point in life where it's like everybody's having kids, everybody's married, everybody's this and everybody's that. And I always think, and I always talk to my parents about it too, is like, did I make good decisions? You know, like I spent more than half of my life in college.
Right.
And then got out of college, now I'm doing this. So it's like, this is obviously, I can't be pregnant, married, doing, you know,
you
I can,
but I get what you're saying.
It'll be a stress.
It'll only make it harder for you a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing that we used to always preach to the kids because we was like, look, boyfriends, all that type of stuff is cool, but like marry your career, what you want to do, marry your passion first, and then let everything else kind of accessorize that. You know what I'm saying? And some of them. They all depending on the person. Every youngster, every person in general is a different case, but they kind of understood because when they did start, you know, growing up and dating and all that, it did become a big distraction for it. And it is amazing as like having your own kids is, and it grew me up. But I had my first two in my early 20s. I was young, but it does make it a little harder than it has to be. But all depending on the person, it can motivate the hell out of you too and change your life. It can grow you up and make you get on your stuff more than you would have before. Yeah. You know?
But I think sometimes, like, me personally, like, I'll get lost in that thought. But I also enjoyed going through that. Like, I was just telling somebody the other day, you know, I might get frustrated now, but I still think about the days when I first started. Like, I do still think about how it felt when I was recording in the living room.
Right.
To now. And it's like, I know that it's not going to last forever, so I might as well just enjoy that. So I love how you said enjoy the process, because that includes the bad times.
100%. And sometimes, man, I know you know people, when they hit them hard times, they be like, nah, I ain't doing this shit. And that's the problem. You got to stick it out. You got to stick it out for real.
But I think that's the hardest thing right now is a lot of people are learning how to leave, but nobody knows how to stay.
There you go.
And if you want it to be something that means something to you, then you're going to have to stay.
Right, you do. And you got to make adjustments. You got to be able to, you know, sometimes people be their own worst critic. I don't think that's necessarily always necessary, but just being aware, right? And knowing your weaknesses and your strengths and knowing what works best for you, but also being open-minded enough to explore and let, you know, new things come in and fill that out too. I think it's like, it's like always trying to find a balance, right? Like life is all about balance.
I'm learning.
At the end of the day, and it's tough. But the weirdest thing about me is I've been like that since I was a kid. Like as far as like finding the balance and having awareness and all that type of shit. And then by the time I'm in my, you know, early 40s, I'm kind of like, my brain is like tired of always trying to figure out the balance, right? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta go with the flow too. So
that's how I feel. Like right now I'm adding more stuff, but I'm like, I just got my life balance with podcast and work, and then I added school, and I was like, okay, am I doing too much? Now I'm adding something else, and I'm like, okay, when is enough? Like, hey,
what you went back to school to go do?
Cosmetology.
Okay.
My parents are absolutely aesthetics. My mom was like, you're doing what?
Right.
Now she's not as critical because I've done most of the things in my life.
Yes, of course.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I went to school for them. I didn't go to school for me. Like my parents never really. They grew up. My dad is from San Francisco, so he grew up in the hood. My mom is from a completely different island, so they didn't have much growing up. They grew up in survival, but I had to explain to my mom, like, you raised us in love.
That's real.
I was given the freedom to do this, and I know you don't understand it. But you know, this is what I want to do.
I love that.
So now she loves it. Like they're a part of it.
Right.
And I think, I don't know about you, but I think that was the most pivotal moment for me. And I'm pretty sure you're going to have them with your kids if you haven't already.
For sure. I think, but this is very similar to like my mom and them was just, because they like their upbringing, they came from the gang. Well, their upbringing was different, but their adulthood, they was in the dope game in the streets, and all their friends was, heavy in the streets. So they was excited when I didn't want to follow that. Like, it was already a part of me. Like, as a young kid,
Yeah.
at 9, 10 years old, I was delivering brown paper bags, and I didn't even really realize what I had in it.
Yeah.
I was selling drugs before I even knew what they were. So when I found music, they like, all right, we're gonna support the hell out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they did that to, whatever, take care, whatever it is. I benefited from that lifestyle, but I had my music in my back pocket, so they was fully involved from the beginning, even if they didn't understand what was going on. I'm so old that when I decided to get into the rap game, it wasn't a rap industry really. I started in like 92, 93, and all the people around me in the projects I grew up in, they was like, nigga, you rapping? Like, that's corny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we getting money.
Yeah.
That's what everybody was on. So I kind of was like outcasted a little bit. I wasn't doing the norm. And then now, 20-something, 30 years later, all the dope dealers want to rap.
Yeah.
Right? Like, all the dope
Everybody
dealers is
wanna
rappers
rap.
now. Rapping is the coolest shit in the world. So I was a little, I guess, ahead of the game a little bit on that. So.
I mean, but you have to. I think that's the beautiful thing about your journey is like you went from the outcast and now you at the top of your game. Like, you're probably gonna go higher, but you worked your way to a successful corporation.
Correct.
An enterprise. So it's like
absolutely
your legacy is beyond what you probably could have imagined when you were younger.
Nah, yeah, I definitely did some of the things that we've accomplished. I didn't think in 100 years it would have happened, though, for sure. But I'm glad that what we sought out to start, we're doing it, right? Like, and that's why I know. That's why I'll be telling a lot of people. I'll be like, you just can't stop. You got to keep going.
Yeah,
you got to keep going. Sometimes it's the hardest shit. Depending on your circumstances, it's the hardest thing to do is to keep going sometimes. But it's easy to quit.
I heard something recent. Well, I've heard it a lot in the last 5 years, but they always talk about motivation is temporary and discipline is forever.
Forever.
And
very true.
I think people don't study the difference between those two.
Yeah.
Because you hear it so much, like, oh, motivational this, but what about the discipline that comes from it?
And it'd be tough too, because sometimes when you look at, I always talk about this too. Like, I know planning and organizing and getting things going is exciting. I guess it has to release some kind of endorphins in our brain, like when we're about to start a new project. And then, we plan, we get our little, our boards, and we put it, our the inspo boards and shit. We
Vision
get it all
boards.
going.
Yeah.
And we do it, and then the next day when it's time to actually go outside and do the physical work and get it going and get rejected and get all of those things, we kind of be like, oh man, I didn't realize, like, the fun is over. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, that's when the shit really begins. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the longer we wait, the more that we procrastinate, the harder it's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So when I started so young, like, now it's like I get tired of some of the stuff because I've been doing it for so long, but it's nothing to, like, there's nothing that I haven't had to go out there and do myself. Yeah. So I don't fear anything at this point, right? It's more about just trying to make the right decisions and grow and keep going and expand. Yeah.
So recently I've been having, like, a lot of people, they don't understand the value of my time.
Right. Oh man.
So, and I feel like I didn't know, but now I know that for a lot of people, you have to have those boundaries. Like, my time is my time. So how did you manage that? Like, when did you get to that boundary?
I'm still working on that. Because I do love helping people and things in general. A lot of people, a lot of my higher up friends, a lot of my, dudes that's in position where I'm trying to go, mentors, they like, man, you too damn accessible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you right there. They know you there. So that's why your criticism is different than ours. When they can't see you, like, a lot of them live in LA, New York, and they don't know where I'm at. They know you somewhere in the Bay somewhere because your Instagram and what you're trying to do for the community. They know that you're not too far away. And sometimes I guess people tend to expect different things when you're too accessible. So I'm still working on that part, but I definitely personally I divvy up my time the right way though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I might encounter a little, I get frustrated sometimes and deal with people. I'm the boundaries and shit is coming, but I do it now in isolation. Like, I'm not receiving nothing right now. I'm chilling and I'm rebuilding. I feel like that's what I was doing all 2025 was like rebuilding, nurturing the relationships that needed to be nurtured, exiting myself out of stuff that was draining me more than pouring into me. You know what I'm saying? So I took that time, and I think through that process, I was able to kind of, you know, the bullshitters kind of fell off, and that's kind of what I wanted anyway. You know what I mean?
That's where they need to go.
Yeah,
Get
they
out.
need to fall off.
I don't like. I'm telling you, like it literally just happened last week too. I was like, no, I can't reschedule you. I'm sorry.
I love that. I love that.
There are certain, like, I think you just have to respect everybody else's time. And if I'm respecting your time, respect mine. Like, I don't sleep as it is. And I could definitely use some more time with my family. And I just, to me, it's very disrespectful.
It is.
And I feel like a lot of people feel entitled to you.
And you know it's only going to get worse from here, right? As you continue to go up,
I know.
It's only going to get worse.
That's what my dad said. But my dad was like, we had this conversation, and I never really thought about it in that aspect of actually being worldwide one day. I mean, that's a funny thing to say, like, I want to be.
Right.
But
of course.
my dad asked me the other day, he goes, so you know it's a reality, right? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, it can happen.
Yeah.
And he was like, one video.
That's
it.
Kaboom.
So what happens? What is your plan?
Right.
And my dad's old school, so he always 10 steps ahead.
Of course.
Don't trust the government. That's my dad. That's my dad.
As he should.
From the bank. So he's always asking me these questions, and I feel like, you know, him being a father from where he came from, and he didn't have one, he did one hell of a job.
That's real.
Like teaching us about how to navigate throughout this world. And we ain't even got to where I want to go.
Yes.
That's a whole nother game plan, a whole nother playing field. But he always asked me, like, who do you have in your background? Like, who do you have in your court? Who's with you?
Right.
Because those are the people that are going to help you.
They are.
And protect you.
Yeah.
So I think that having those moments, like, as a girl, like I'm a woman in the entertainment industry is even more detrimental. How do you have those conversations?
You know, it's hard. You know, I in my year, because I'm on this, you know, like I said, I'm on this journey, this healing journey, and finding the truth or whatever. I discovered things like I didn't realize that some people that I championed and some people that I supported, you know, you hear it like, oh man, like you can't trust everybody. And like literally when I backed up, I was surprised by a few. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, it's really a one-way relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even think they know it.
No.
I don't think they're doing it maliciously. I just think that when you're dealing with somebody that just loves to provide, you don't value it the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, well, Rich gonna always look out for us and make sure we straighten in this area. He gonna always do that. Actually, he needs to do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people feel like it's more that can be done. And I'm just like, damn, I came from a situation where I expected bare minimum and I got less. Yeah. All the time. Okay. Like it's like every time I felt like I needed it. And of course, nobody want to hear that. It just sound like you complaining. And then when you become something, ain't nothing, you don't got problems no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like you big rich or you whoever it is, and like your life is perfect and we're the ones that's suffering, and that's not true at all. You know what I'm saying? Like Mari had asked me a question on his podcast about success and the overrate. I was like, everything is overrated about success. Unless I put it like this, what I love to do is to help and build. So with my success, I'm able to do that at probably a higher level than the average person. So that's the great parts about it. It's not all bad, but all of the things that you think is going to happen is very overrated, because more money, more problems, more success, more headaches, all that type of shit. It comes with it. And it's like, but that's like the price that you got to pay. You know what I mean? To do
everything costs.
100%. Ain't nothing free.
Everything costs.
Nothing good is free.
No.
You know?
And nothing fun is free.
Not at all.
It's going to cost you something. Might cost you sleep, might cost you your freedom. So be careful what fun you choose.
Exactly.
I just think it's a very interesting world we live in, because we idolize things that are not necessarily what they're cracked up to be.
Straight up.
And then when you are where you are, and for you to be as personable as you are, people don't know what to do with that.
They don't.
It's, I mean, it could be a negative to be accessible, but it also could be a positive, because you're still you.
Right.
Even if people don't think so, like you still are you.
Absolutely. And but it's a trip, because it's like you know how the whole saying, like, if a person is, they automatically think you got it all, right?
Yeah.
And then if they find out that you don't, then they start looking down on you,
Yeah,
right?
which
So
is
it's like being humble works against you. Being cocky, they hate you if you cocky and you arrogant. But then that's what makes them love you too, right? That's the chase. That's like the weird chase. It's like you got to be an asshole for them to love you sometimes. It's a weird.
People like to be abused.
Yeah, people love.
I say it all the time, and I mean
love the abuse.
It's a toxic cycle that everybody's
It is.
in. They like to be abused. They want to feel like they're living in a fantasy through you because they don't want to live their life and their truth.
Right.
So a lot of people are unhappy with just being by themselves.
Right. But I think what it does is that it's putting, because the social media and the fans have such a direct connection with the artists and the entertainers. A lot of people are crash outs because of that, because they like there's no gate in between them no more. It's like I could directly get on your post and say you are the ugliest person in the world, you this, you a Satan worshiper, whatever they want to say to you, and you can see it.
Yep.
And you like, damn, people really feel this way about me, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or the pressure of the YNs that got to be street. Yeah. Like when we was coming up, we was trying to be more like the drug lord than the shooter, right? Yeah. Like now it's like
everybody want to be shooters.
It's shooters and dope fiends. Like we sold drugs and well, no, excuse me, we rapped about selling drugs and getting people shot. Yeah. Now the rappers is doing drugs and shooting the people. Yeah. It's like, so it's a weird thing, and they don't have no conscience when it comes to it. So it just. Yeah, because they got to live up to their image. It's crazy.
a lot of mental illnesses that are undiagnosed, especially within men. I feel like as transparent as you've been about your healing, women too. But like I feel like we got more avenues. Yeah. We have more acceptable avenues to be like, all right, I'm crazy. Come on.
Like, y'all kind of like
I need to cry real quick.
Yeah, y'all definitely got more shoulders to cry on than us young men, because it's. And I think that's where the toxic cycle continues. Right?
A lot of men, they don't get the space because they think it's taboo. Like I find men who are like, I need therapy, but I don't want to go.
Yep.
Why? Because I don't want to talk to nobody about my problems.
Exactly, because that's too close to being soft.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And there's nothing wrong with being in touch with your softness. I mean, I don't want you crying on my shoulder every 2 minutes. Like, hey,
that's too much. That's
you
too
can't do that.
Right,
I need to still feel like you're my man. You can't be crying on my shoulder every 2 seconds. Hey, no, I need you to get it together. But a moment or two, like, hey, you can let it down a little bit.
Right.
But I also understand this is like an attack on men sometimes. Men get attacked on social media like crazy.
I'm glad you admitting it, because a lot of people try not to. Oh man, sassy. You sassy for everything. At this point.
Yes.
Everything.
You think women need to wear clothes? Sassy.
Yeah, sassy. Crazy.
You think women can't do this? Sassy.
You sassy or you insecure.
Exactly.
That's it.
But reality, like the most happy that people are is when they're around women and men. Like when they're around a family unit. Like why is it so ashamed to be actually where you're loved?
For real.
I've told you, people like being abused.
Oh, they want it to be rough. Everything got to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like life got to be rough, or it ain't real for a lot of people. Fuck that. Go where you love. Go where people want to see you and want to be around you. But like you said, people love abuse.
I blame MTV.
MTV
was wild.
That's why it was
very
wild.
Why was we looking at people throw chairs at each other?
Yeah,
that don't make no sense.
No, that's right. That's wild. But shit, that shit's still continuing, man. I just seen a meme on the way out here, and it was like, man, being over 30 and flying somewhere to fight on TV is crazy. You know what I'm saying? This shit is wild.
Okay, so I do want to be respectful of your time.
It's all good.
What do you feel like is your purpose in life?
My purpose. My purpose. I definitely feel like my purpose is to I don't have like a dope ass singular.
You don't have a caption.
Right, I don't have a caption set up for it yet. But
right.
I definitely think it's a blend of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to cultivate into what is going to be next, and definitely helping. I told you, I always, like I said, in a nutshell, I want to provide that missing piece for people that I didn't get for myself. And I'm not saying that in like a boohoo, cry me a river way. Yeah. It's like I really admired the team that was around LeBron, right? Even though it was probably a lot of vultures, and there's probably a lot of people that ain't around no more when he first was, the chosen one 20-some years ago.
Yeah.
But they all got in position and they knew what they needed to do. It's very similar to what Russell and his team is doing.
Yeah.
And it's very similar to what we created at 10-15. But when you're on the inside looking out, it hits different, right?
Yeah.
Like what we created at Project Level on 10-15 is definitely the infrastructure and very close to what it was. But for artists and everybody that's struggling, trying to make it, I always just want to like provide a support system for them and a navigation system for them, because shit, I'm like, yo, I went through it so you don't have to go through it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And to see, and to really create a hub out here where everyone is platformed and we can be like, New York, love New York, LA, all of that shit is cool. But like what Atlanta cultivated over the past 30 years is something that's beautiful, right? Like where they all champion the next one that's coming up, they all get behind it. It is a lot of hate, it's a lot of backdoor sucker shit that goes on. It's like that everywhere. But more or less, the whole city is unified enough that they've created, dozens and dozens and dozens of black millionaires, right? And they created a system where you can feed your whole family, your whole damn family tree off of this entertainment, and they support each other. So my purpose is to fight through this shit, keep going and create. Even if I'm gone by the time that it happens, the seeds that I'm planting now in 10, 15, 20 years can sprout, and it could be a real platform and mechanism and ecosystem for people to really thrive in our area. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And I might not see it while I'm here, but hopefully the seeds has been planted. The young people that we've mentored and that we've equipped with these skill sets and the mindset, maybe that's what it turned into.
Your legacy.
There you go.
I love it. Okay.
There you go.
Well, can you tell my audience where to find you?
Yes, very simple. On Instagram is big.rich, big.rich. That's really all I really use. I'm on TikTok and all that, but I don't really use it. I just let people come find me on there and we kind of, go from there. But I'm really on Instagram. Follow Project Level, all spelled the right way, and 10-15 Management. And just check what we're doing, man. We got a lot coming up. It's gonna be an exciting year. It's like I've been telling people lately, like it's the first time I don't have this laser focus, idea. So it's exciting because I'm like, I'm gonna create something this year. I'm gonna do something new, and that's going to hopefully open up a lot of more doors for people and create a whole new energy. So I'm excited.
Well, it sounds like you're in your creator bag.
I'm on it.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. As always, please like, share, comment, subscribe. The channel is nothing without you. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all later. Bye.
Cheers.